I'm watching TikTok. I'll let everybody come into the room. You can listen to me watch TikTok. This is gross.
What age was I when I came to the US? 11. 10. Who is my favorite song artist when I was a kid? Being on time is white supremacy because what are they always on time to do? Oppress. I'm always going to be. I have really bad heart. You can tell me what? Did I tell you my picture? So my grandfather, who is my grandmother's brother, he is 103 years old, and he's still.
My grandfather, who is my grandmother's brother. That is not your grandfather. That is your granduncle.
An animist, he doesn't say he is, but he is. Like every single morning at 3 a.m., he would wake up and pour liquor out for his dead homies. This was just his practice, because he said 3 a.m. that's the time when the spirits come into earth, and so he would name all his dead homies and he would pour out liquor. And this is a 103-year-old man that can still walk and can still talk and still has all his teeth except for six, at the bottom. And so he told me the story about how one of the ways I've been able.
Quick story time. So I'm a mobile detailer. If you don't know what that means, I'll be pulling up people's job work. Pickle's delicious. Is it fresh? Is it fresh? Is the pickle fresh?
Where are we, Jose Monkey?
You asked me to figure out where this video was recorded, so I did. Hi, I'm Jose Monkey, and I find people who ask to be found. Guys, I'm really excited about this one because there were not very many clues, and they were not clear at all, and I wasn't sure I was going to be able to do it. So what can we see? The video opens with a view of this parking lot. We can see what looks like raised beds in the middle of the lot. Off in the distance, we can see a fairly distinctively shaped.
On the Afro-Mexico experience, you are a welcome guest in La Costa Chica, an area known for its high population of Mexicans of Afro and indigenous descent. With the support of local ambassadors, you'll have the chance to explore through food, the arts, and of course by connecting with what makes La Costa Chica special, its people. This 7-day intentionally curated itinerary is led by
La Costa Chica. I want to go there too. Okay. Oh my God, we're at 42 people. Y'all come through for 90 day. You come through for 90 day. Who's Chris? Hi, Sarah. Hi, Joslo. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Mickey. Who's Chris? Hi, Miss Muniz. Just in time. Yay, you are. Marsha Endeavor. Hey, girl, hey. Ariana. Osama. Adriana. Trisha. Love from Agichi. Oh, hello. Hello. Are you from the Carolinas? Or your family? There's two. There's an Ariana and there's an Adriana. Mom of 8. Visit Lake Calhoun. I was told to visit Lake Calhoun, but I was also told that I need to find somebody with a boat. Sorry, at first I thought it was... Oh. No, I was watching TikTok, waiting for y'all to come in so that I could get the poor distorted. Debbie acted just as I thought she would. Yeah, I know. It was kind of disappointing, don't you think? All right. We don't have to wait for 6 minutes. We got 40 people in the room, 50 people in the room. We'll get started at the top of the minute. The top of the minute. Top of the minute. Let's bring up my notes. Almost there. 21. Can you do something for me? Still in my head. Hi, Danielle Jackson. Donkey Debbie. Hilarious. Okay, we're a little late. You guys distracted me. Can't get started now. We'll get 15. 10. Hey guys, it's Wahima, but just call me Wah. Melanated! Welcome to my recap of 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way, Season 4, Episode 13, Winds Do Not Blow. If the ocean does not make waves. Hi, my name is Wahima. If you are new to my channel, I do recaps of relationship reality TV shows such as Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup, Love During Lockup, 90 Day Fiancé, Before the 90 Days, Lost in Paradise, Love in Paradise. What's Lost in Paradise? So if you're all at all interested in that content, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Welcome. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you get the hee ha-has while watching this, please go ahead and give your girl a tip if you want to. $1, $2, whatever you want to give, whatever you can give by these options. If you are an international girly and you're like, I don't have Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, any of those things, listen. You just go over a couple of steps from the thumbs up on this video, and there's something called a thanks. And you can do a thanks. I see you. Okay. Hello to everybody that's in the room right now. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you, Adriana, for the multicultural thumbs up. We're here for it. Did someone knock at my door? Muy interesante. Okay, let's get started. First couple that we want to talk about is Gabe and Isabel. Now, Gabe is one of those people we all have or know or have known one of these people like Gabe. The people who continuously get into relationships in which they complain about their partner to their friend or sister or sibling. And then when the friend, sister, or sibling tries to do something about it, it makes them uncomfortable. Now, I get it. You need to be able to vent. But if you're venting to a fighter, if you're venting to a person who doesn't take shit, then your life is about to be turned upside down. So Gabe gets back from Colombia and they have a romantic kiss. Okay. They love each other. They go to eat comida and they have tostones y some kind of dip. You know, they have like a tomato dip. They have a guacamole dip. They have dips. And Gabe sits up there and tells Isabel things about his sister that makes Isabel mildly uncomfortable and also make her think that Monica is going to cause trouble. Number one, I think that Monica suggested that he gets a prenup. Why was it necessary for Gabe to do that? Does Gabe not understand that that was somehow going to sow seeds of negativity in Isabel? He didn't think that was going to happen? So then Isabel believes that now she needs to have a conversation with Monica because she doesn't want her wedding to be ruined. It's like he doesn't understand that he's setting up the scene for disaster. The same way he went and told Monica that she wouldn't be okay with the prenup and that somehow leading Monica to believe that Isabel is very controlling. It's just like he doesn't know how to control the narrative, you know? And so it's really, really like, it's really annoying. It's really annoying. And I don't love that for Monica and I don't love that for Isabel. So the next scene is Isabel and Gabe go to pick up his family from the airport. And when they get there, there's all hugs and smiles. Everybody's nervous. Monica makes some comments about the fact that Isabel doesn't speak a little bit of English. And I thought to myself, why does she have to speak English? She's not going to America. She's not moving to an English-speaking country. So Gabe is the one who needs to speak Spanish. Monica is the one who needs to speak Spanish. And Isabel picks up on the fact that Monica's low-key trying to make her feel bad. And it's like, it's very unnecessary. And so they have a conversation at dinner after they drop the mom off at the hotel or the apartment, and they freshen up. They don't freshen up, but they go to eat food, because people are hungry after they get off an airplane. And they're sitting at this meal, and Gabe is so uncomfortable because conversations are being had. And it's the conversations that are being had because he did not set up a situation where these two women trusted each other. He's the one who purposefully or unpurposefully, I'm not going to say purposefully, I didn't mean to say that, created a scenario in which they were adversarial. And so at the end of it, Isabel ends up saying, I don't know why you say that you're very close to Gabe when you don't have any idea about what the situation really is. And Monica gets very upset and she starts to cry. And Gabe is like, oh, don't cry, and gets up and hugs her. But the truth is that Gabe is like basically telling Monica that she's wrong for doing the things that she's doing when all she's trying to do is stick up for her brother who has been used and abused or treated poorly by other people. So I don't understand also why people get so defensive about prenups. Now, I'm not saying that he should want one or that he should get one. I'm just saying I don't understand that initial thing about being like, I'm upset about the prenup. What the sister is thinking is, if your business blows up, we don't want her to take everything that you have. But the truth is that the only reason why the business is surviving is because of Isabel helping him do it in Colombia. So the truth is that if they were to get divorced, she does deserve half at this point. Yes, he built it up, but he wouldn't be able to carry it in this country without her. So those are my 2 cents, and let's move on to Jen and Rishi. Now, you guys, apparently this episode got Jen very upset because the people, the girlies, the world had a lot to say. Now, the truth is that anyone who is watching this show who DMs any person of the cast and gives them their 2 cents about a made-up reality show that's on TV is kind of bananas. And I'm sorry if I'm talking about you. I'm sorry if you are the person who has DM'd a cast member of 90 Day Fiancé. Recently or in the past, don't do it again. I don't reach out to them. Because the truth is I kind of hope that they don't watch my shit, even though I know they do. I know they do. I mean, like, if I were on a reality show, do you not think I would go to the most famous recapper of the series? I don't know if I'm the most famous, but I think I'm one of the oldest recappers. Okay? I've been recapping since 2018. I'm not saying that there weren't some podcasts happening in the world without me, but I'm just saying I'm one of the OGs. You know what I'm saying? We're the OGs. So just don't do it. Don't do it, because you don't know what's fake and what's not. You don't know these people. It's weird. So she got a lot of flack, and Rishi reached out to the community and was like, leave Jen alone. Okay, you guys, stop being racist. We are not Jenny and Sumit. Not all Indians are the same, even though their situation, it seems quite the same to me. Okay, so the girls get into the car. They're stuffed into this taxi, and they're on their way. Okay, it is the 3 amigas, and it is the interpreter. They get to these folks' house. Don't take off their shoes. Maybe it's culture for strangers to come into someone's house and not have to take off their shoes. But I mean, Rishi was toes out. Okay, so they sit on the couch, and Jen's like, "Do you remember me?" And the mother's like, "Yes, when you come, all of these people come." Okay, the 2 producers and the cameraman and the lights. Yeah, I remember you. And she's like, okay, do you remember what I was talking about the last time that I was here? And she's like, yeah, I'm not feeble-minded. I remember what happened the last time you were here. And she's like, do you wonder why I was here last time asking questions? And she's like, I mean, the only thing I can think of is maybe that Rishi found a woman. That's not you. I'm hoping that you found somebody else, maybe this interpreter. And she's like, yeah, so how many people did you present to Rishi? And she's like, oh, maybe 2 to 4 over the last couple years. But he said no to all of them. And she was like, okay, so what does that mean? She's like, well, I gave him their pictures, met with their family, and he never showed up. And he said no to all of them because the assumption is that he found somebody else. And she's like, good. And in my mind, Jen looks like the Joker. And she looks over at Randy, and Randy's like, I just want to say that as a professional, that Rishi and Jen have been engaged for a while now, and she would like to know if you would be okay with that because, you know, they love each other. And there's some expectation. Meanwhile, Rishi's like, Rishi is trying to pull his lips off, right? Because he's like, this is not the auspicious time to make this announcement. We're supposed to make it August 4th at 4 p.m. or whatever. So the mother's like, and the uncle's like, boy, that uncle. He's interesting, that uncle. So so when they're there, they're like, okay. And they're like, And then it's really awkward at that point, right? And so she's like, we're gonna go because we just dropped a poop bomb in the middle of your home, and now we're gonna retreat. Okay. Bye. And so they leave. And the family is like, they've told her and in front of Rishi that they're okay with it. So Rishi's optimistic. He goes back in there and they're like, what the hell have you been up to? Why would you do this? She wants to live in Mumbai. Like, you can't go to Mumbai. You're the only person that works. You're the one who supports us. Like, where do you think you're going to go? And how old is she? And he's like 48. And they're like, oh no. Everyone would laugh at us. We were initially going to ask the family if it was okay for him to marry someone outside the culture, but the fact that she is a unbreedable 48-year-old woman, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. And so he gets so upset, he goes in the room and cries, and he can't help but blame the fact that they mentioned it earlier than they should have, based on his like Arab fuckboy friend. Fuckboy friend. You know what I'm saying? So, wow, you guys, this was a terrible idea. The truth is like, you know, Jen says on social media these days, because she has a response too. She's like, first of all, you guys are talking about how me and my friends went there and blew everything up in their home. But let me tell you about those people. They're awful. First of all, they didn't want a dark-skinned woman for Rishi. They said no dark-skinned women. And I said to myself, because of colonialism. It's however wrong it is, we can absolutely blame colorism within the melanated folks of this earth on colonialism. So at this point in Indian history, we are not here to blame the people who are of a mindset where they would like to erase the melanin, because obviously that uncle and that mama have melanin, especially that uncle. So it is what it is. But us also, this is just like Ginny and Sumit. The mother was also embarrassed that he married an older white woman who can't bear him children. Now, the difference between Jen and Jenny are at least 20 years age difference. That's true. However, I don't know if if Rishi's mother has the knowledge of Jenny and Sumit in order to be like, okay, well, at least we have it a little better. The truth is the answer is no, she can't provide children, so like, no. Oh, wow. I can't believe she said that. I can't believe she went online to like let us know how terrible his family is, that they didn't want a dark-skinned woman. And that the uncle was like, your brother is useless. So not apparently, Jen kind of confirms to us what we were all thinking, that like how different Jen, how different Rishi and his brother are, that the brother has some kind of delay. I don't know how else to say it. And so, I mean, the truth is we haven't seen that brother since. Oh my God, you're in Bloomington? I go get my nails done in Bloomington. I go to the Target off of, what street do I go? Penn? Yes, Penn. Hello. Thank you, Ariana, for the Cash App. Thank you. I appreciate it. I have my phone on silent, so I have to look at my phone in order to see what's going on. Thank you so much, Ariana. Thank you so much, Kristen Jones. So, yeah. Hello. Yep. Okay, it is on Penn. Yes. Hi. Is your name Robin? And I'm just like, Robin. Yeah, I go over there. Be careful over there, Wah. In Bloomington? Dang. Why be careful over there? I like that Target. They got all the deals. And that's where I get my nails done. I get my nails done in the same shopping center. It's called Salon Oriana. It's right in the same shopping center as like the Bank of America, the Applebee's, Bank of America and Applebee's right there. The Subway. I'm okay with Bloomington. It's cool. That's where I get myself get the nails done. I enjoy it. It's not far from me either. I'm downtown. I live downtown. Oh, let me put some lotion on before I show you these manicures. Oof. Lotion. I require lotion. These are my nails. It's structured too. So these are my actual nails with like a hard gel on top of them. Okay, anyways. So let's move on. Johann and Danielle. I don't know what else to say about this, in the fact that, one, she should not have gone to see her friend without his blessing, because that person was an ex-lover of hers. And if your current husband is disrespected or feels disrespected by it, you should honor that. So I think that Danielle was wrong in the first place. I think that Johann was wrong because he got intimidated by this very tall, light-skinned man. I'm going to go ahead and say it. He probably felt intimidated and felt like, oh, okay, you wanted to meet up with him. And, then he got really disrespectful by asking how tall he was, by asking what size shoes he wear, and by saying that she likes a guy with a big penis. That is really humiliating, disrespectful to his wife. And I think that she should leave him. I think that he should leave her too. So, like, the truth is they don't belong together. So, that's what I think. Pena grande. Pena grande. So, as much as it was like a super disrespectful situation on both ends, like, it is kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so embarrassing for the both of them. Okay, let's move on. What else happened? So Nicole and Mahmoud. So Mahmoud goes out. I said Nicole. It's a Freudian slip, but the truth is, word on the streets, and I had a little video about it. Let me see. Let me go to the DocuSweeties portion, and I'm going to show it for you. So what ended up happening is that everybody thinks that Nicole was actually there because there is a pixie blonde woman who happens to be seen blurred out in the back when Mahmoud is at the place eating, I guess it looked to me, I thought it was ramen, and Chris says that it was like Egyptian street food, and they're playing dominoes, which is like, they play dominoes in the Caribbean, they play dominoes in the US, they play dominoes in Egypt, girl. Like, it's a thing. I wonder if it's the same rules. Okay. So in here, they're at this, what seems to be a men's only place, but it might not be. And they're talking to each other, and we think we see Nicole in the background. Look in the right-hand corner, blurred out behind that man in the back. Is that not Nicole? Let's watch it again. You see it. You see it. Let's watch it again. Who that is? You see it? One more time for those who missed it. Look in the back. You see who that is? You see it. You see it. You saw it. They forgot to blur her. Yep, she was totally there. So, anyways, he tells his brother that he's going to the US. The brother says, you shouldn't go to the US. Like, you're just a little baby. You need to stay here with us, the family. And he's like, I would be kind of hypocrite to tell her that she should try to make life work in Egypt and to not go to the US to try to make life work. And I thought that was very poignant of him to say. I thought it was very, very, very poignant of him to say. So that's the end of them. Next, we have Debbie and Osama. Okay. So for him, he's like, Osama's like, I want to go to America, get my visa because they value art there. They don't value art in Morocco. And he thinks that he can go there and open up an art studio and get paid money. It's like the biggest lie. And I feel like that's what she should have told him. She's like, she should have said, Osama, you don't get paid money for art in the US. Not your art, not anyone's art. Like it takes a lot to get, your art done in the US. And she's like, you're a snake. You should be ashamed of the way you treated me. And that is so true. It is so true. She's like, I want to go. So she leaves. But in a confessional, he actually admits that he told her first that he didn't want to come in the US. He said it, right? By himself, when he's in a confessional by himself. So they get to the house and he's like, I don't care, go. And she's like, call me a cab. So the cab comes, which I'm like, how did this cab find this location? It is dark outside. But he finds it. And she gets inside and she's surrounded by camera people, but he doesn't help her take her bag. So I imagine like some producer does. And he just sits there and he's like quiet. She gets in the cab and she goes to the hotel and she's very upset. And she calls Julian the next day. She's like, Julian, it's me, Mama. And he's like, Mom, I know who it is. You called me. And she's like, you wouldn't believe Osama. It's like my best friend. He's gone. It's like, I don't miss, the physical. It's my friend, And he's like, what's the action? What do we got to do? Get you back. And she's like, it's okay. I think I want to talk to him one more time. And he's like, get on a plane and come home, Mom. What are you even talking about? So she has another conversation with Osama. She ends up having another conversation with Osama. And she's like, I can't give up on love. But in a confessional in between, she's like, we weren't going to go to the US. He's like, yes, we were. You liar. And she's like, no, we weren't. That was never the plan. And so it just makes me sad that she ends up wanting to talk to him again. I truly wanted her to get on a plane and go home. Like, all I want from any woman is just to turn her back on a man and keep moving. I'm not even say turn her back on a man. Turn her back on anybody who is being mean and move on. So annoying. It's so disappointing. So that's the end of the episode, y'all. We got it done in 30 minutes. So for those of you who stayed late for me, Godspeed. Go to sleep. Good night. But really, of course, he is concerned about his future. He's only 24. Yeah, I mean, it is just crazy that she is foolish. That's the truth. And we want to love Debbie, and I love Debbie, and I want to support her, but she is a foolish woman for putting any bit of anything into a 21-year-old when she first met him. And she's like, I opened my heart and let a poet in, and boy, was I dumb. Osama took me to his family's farm. So it's just like, it is crazy to me that she put herself in this situation. So the truth is that she should know better and she's foolish for doing it. I mean, the fact that she could put any kind of energy into a 21-year-old, 22-year-old, 23-year-old, 24-year-old. You guys get what I'm saying? Don't you remember the boys when you were 21, 22, 23, 24? Don't you remember your son when he was 21, 22, 23, 24? I mean, Debbie grew up in a different generation. I'm going to be honest with you. She grew up in a different generation where men were getting married at 21, left and right, going to the army, having families. You know what I'm saying? It was a different generation, but like, I know my generation at 21 and the little 21-year-old I say right now, I'm putting no faith in them little 21-year-old boys. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Go put some deodorant on. You don't even have any man like muscle. At 21, you don't have no man muscle. I mean, some of them do if you guys work out and you guys like, going into football or like, working out. I'm talking about I need a thick wrist man. You know what I'm saying? I need a thick wrist man. So I just can't even imagine. And then with Osama, we've seen that man's face. We've seen that man's mouth. We've seen the man's eyes. I mean, it's a lot. It couldn't be me. It couldn't be me. Like, it just could not be me. Absolutely not. That's not my life. It's not my life. It's not my life. I can't tell you guys how much it's not my life. Look at Rishi trying to like scratch his face off. Okay, you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I absolutely appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. And I hope you guys have a fantastic week. The weekend is coming up, so you guys have great plans. I don't. I have plans to just relax. Okay? All right, you guys. Remember to be you, be true, and find your place. Bye. Poor Rishi. Poor Rishi. And thanks, guys. Jump in the line. Rock your body on. Oh my God, what? You got married in your 40s? What a great. Like, listen, I'm putting that energy out there for me. Thank you so much. And jump in the line. Bye, Mickey. Rock your body on time. Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line. Rock your